Welcome back to West Texas View.
Michelle Seghlier from the Mission Center Adult Day Services is going to give us the last things that we need to know before this program ends today. But remember, she's available for you to contact her from the information scrolling across your screen. So any questions that we don't answer, you be sure and call her next week, or call me if you don't have a pencil handy. Michelle, this time I want us to talk about what happens when I actually call you and say I have a relative that or a loved one that I want to use your services for. And first of all, is there a capacity? Might I have to wait in line? And secondly, what is the application process like, and how soon can I get them started?
Okay. Well, the capacity for Mission Center at Midland Shared Spaces is 77 clients, and so right now we have availability. The process, once we determine if it's a client who has Medicaid or maybe has the veterans benefit, depends on how long it will take. So, for example, if someone is a veteran or has Medicaid services, they must receive a referral from their caseworker to us. And once we receive that referral, then we will call them and set up the time for an assessment and complete the paperwork, as I previously mentioned. And then after that, there must be a final approval from Medicaid or the Veterans Administration. And it just depends, but usually it takes about a week or a week and a half. However, in the interim, or even prior to the admission, we allow clients to attend as a guest for the day. Many people are not sure that they want to attend, or sometimes families just have an immediate emergency and they cannot wait that time. They can be a guest for the day with us, and that way they get to experience the center prior to official admission.
And that's a nobody told me that before. That's a wonderful service to have. I know that when we were when my uncle was involved in the adult daycare service, he was a veteran, and he was a World War II veteran, and they had not very many, and our veterans office in Abilene really got involved in his care. And I guess expedited it, because I called one day and it was like 3 days later that he was involved. He was going. Yes.
We find that the caseworkers in Odessa and Midland are very quick to refer when they find that there is a need.
And do they usually come one day a week, or every day, or one day a month? What's the average?
It varies. Many of our clients like to come every day, but then there are others that have a set schedule. They may have home health that comes on certain days to their home, so they want to attend on a Tuesday or a Thursday. And then there are those others that just want to attend when the caregiver needs to run errands or has their own medical appointments. The only thing that we ask is that an individual attend one time within a 30-day period, because depending on their diagnosis, if we do not see that person for more than 30 days, they could have a big change in their level of care. And we are all about preventative care. And one of the ways that we're able to provide great preventative care is that we know the clients. We know when they're at their best. And if we don't see them frequently enough, then it is hard to provide that preventative care.
And that just makes it that much more inviting to bring your loved one there, because we know that you're looking at it from what their needs and not from just getting the job done.
Correct.
Tell me just a little bit about your volunteers, though, because you've named a pretty small paid staff.
Correct.
And you couldn't give all of those services if you didn't have somebody else helping.
That's absolutely correct. We have 4 volunteers with companion and senior services. They are very dedicated. They come every day. There are many of them that are there at 6:30 in the morning. We're open from 7 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. So they're there at 6:30. They're helping to get breakfast ready. They're serving breakfast. They're assisting with activities. They form relationships with the clients. We just couldn't do it without them.
And so how do you go about getting volunteers, and would you like for people to call you if they're interested in this?
Most certainly, most certainly. A majority of our volunteers are seniors with senior and companion services, but sometimes we have the youth that want to get their legacy hours, and so they will volunteer as well. So most certainly if an individual is interested in volunteering, they should call.
And this is a wonderful way for a person to get some insight if they think they want to go into something like nursing home administration or health care or nursing, even geriatric nursing, things like that. It's a great way to see. I used to tell, I'm a retired college administrator, and I used to tell students when I was doing counseling, when they'd say, I want to be a teacher, I'd say, what makes you? Oh, well, because I have off in the summers. And I'd say, yes, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to have to wipe blood off of the knee when they skin them, or wipe their nose when they're bubbling at the nose, and all of these kinds of things. It's not always fun and games, and so you have to know the good, the bad, and all of the in between.
And we've had nursing students this year that have come and
wonderful.
observed, and
Yes.
our RN and LVNs have helped them to receive the training they need to be better prepared to work in this field.
Yes, but once you're already a nurse, it's too late to say, ooh, I don't really want to do that. Or I am more dedicated than ever to do that.
Yes.
Well, tell us in the last few minutes remaining, what anything else that you think we need to know about Mission Center Adult Daycare Services?
Well, I think that people need to know that it's beneficial for the entire family. It's a relationship, and we're all collectively supporting the client, and that individuals that are providing the care need to understand that they need to take care of themselves as well as the client. Research shows that individuals that don't seek outside assistance, their health declines faster than the individual they're caring for.
The caregiver.
Yes. So we want people to know that the caregiver is just as important to us as the client, and that we all work together as a team to support one another.
That is wonderful information. Another thing, though, is I just want to remind everybody is there is an application process, and it is a beautiful new facilities. You're just in the process of moving in.
Yes, ma'am.
And they need to come and just walk around and let you show it to them. And you're always welcoming of any guest that wants to come and just look around.
Most
or any
certainly.
caregiver that wants to see. It's been so much fun to have Michelle Seghlier here today, and we will be back next Sunday with another program, another wonderful program from the Shared Spaces. See you then.
Thanks for joining us for News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery. This has been a public affairs presentation of KWAB TV and KWES TV.